Alright, so today we've got a new Android TV box. So previous to this I had ordered and received and actually really like, and I had said it was, as far as I know, because it was my first one of the coolest and best little Android boxes for the price. It was sub $50, between $40 and $50, and it was this guy little here. So this was the Rupa Mini MX9 4K Ultra, nice and small, tiny. I actually put it up against my iPhone 7 Plus so you can see, you know, nice and small there, right? So it's tiny. But today I've got a different one. So this one coming in today is the Rupa A5X that I got. So this one's running Android 6. It's got the AM Logic S905X quad core. 2 gigs of RAM, so up from the MX9, which only had 1, and 16 gigs of internal storage, again up from the MX9, which only had 8. So my hopes is that this one will be, well, my guess is it's going to be much bigger because it's not a mini, and it should be a bit faster in moving around in the menus and stuff. So first off, we're going to just take this apart. So this is a nice box. You will notice that the box is a little different than the one that came with the MX9, which is a little black box. Alright, so we're just going to crack this open. I'm going to try to crack it open. It's a nice little kind of sealed box, vacuum I guess, sort of air. Alright, so inside here we have our Pyramid A5X, that's the actual TV box. And we'll crack that open. We have, of course, our remote, HDMI cable, power cable, and a smart TV box user manual. So I'm going to put that in because don't necessarily need it. And I put this stuff in there, standard stuff. This is all basically the same stuff that came with the MX9. So if you watch that review, it should be pretty much identical to that. So this is the Rupa, and again I'm going to put it here just slightly beside. So there's the MX9. Okay, so definitely it's all dirty already. Definitely bigger. All right. Still has that kind of nice look. This one definitely has a heavier feel to it. But you know, they both do the same kind of stuff. Port wise, if you look at between the two, so both have Ethernet plugins, HDMI. This has a AV out and a optical out, which this one doesn't seem to have. Also has, and you'll see here it says USB 4, because on this side here, on the other one, we have a USB, only 2 USBs and a micro SD card, whereas on here we have 3 USBs and a full-size SD card reader. So we got some extra ports going on there, which is nice. What we're going to do is I'm going to actually plug this into my TV, and then you guys can get a shot at how fast or what it looks like. So give me a sec, guys. Alright, so I'm going to plug in the TV box here. So we just got our power, and we got our HDMI. Nice and simple. In she goes. Just going to lay that there. And we're going to see what it looks like. So, okay. Rupa. So, very simple. It's the standard intro screen. You'll see the little blue little lines going up and down the side, which looks like a lens flare. That's actually the loading screen. So as long as that's moving, we're good. And this actually loaded up considerably faster than my MX9 does. Now, I've actually played with this just to make sure it was all working. So I have set it up already. Now you will see in the top top left hand corner, it has your Wi-Fi or USB or micro, so you can kind of switch between them. I've got my remote in my hand, and you know, moving between everything on here, super fast, right? Hit the clean, pops up. The Mini MX9, the remote is way slower. So we can go in here and you can see, you can go into your standard settings. Inside your settings you'll have your network. Of course mine's connected in here, but you simply go in and we'll have all your connected networks that you're in there, so you can tap on this and see all your networks back out of it. Displays, so if your display isn't filling, you can actually set the boundaries, sounds, apps, storage, all that kind of extra stuff. Big one, of course, is for some, that date and time. It has auto, but it doesn't necessarily set your GMT, so you actually see mine set to auto date and time. But you do have to come in here and make sure that it is set to your, are you in mountain or standard, or you're somewhere in Europe, or you have to set that so that it adjusts for you. The one thing that is new that isn't on the MX9, or the Mini MX9 at least, is, and I haven't set it up because I don't necessarily have anything that I can yet, but I may go look for one, is here, and you'll actually see Bluetooth. So, this allows me to turn my Bluetooth on. So this has Bluetooth in it, which is awesome, because you may be able to connect a Bluetooth controller or anything like that to it, or Bluetooth speakers possibly. I'm going to see if I can hook a Bluetooth speaker up to it. Other than that, if you come into the Kodi app, you'll actually see Kodi. Now again, Kodi, the first time it starts, it's running 16.1, starts considerably faster than the other one, except for the first time, which is standard. When you go into your add-ons, you will see a bunch of stuff that are preset. Now the first time you load this, it does update, so be prepared. The first time you crack this open, it's going to take a little bit of time. Okay, so not a big issue. Other than that, back out of Kodi, and Kodi will shut itself off, right? I can actually just exit out of here. You will have your app section, so this will allow you to go in. You actually have access to the Google App Store, so you can go in, there's a Play Store, and download stuff. Now again, realize that this is not a touch screen, so a lot of stuff don't work properly, but hey, Plex. So let's grab Plex, because I like Plex, right? Already have an account? I do. Right? So actually I won't do that now because that'll be boring for you. But this does give you some cool abilities, and this box here probably comes in a little more expensive than the other one. The MX9 Mini came in somewhere between $40 and $50 Canadian. This one definitely more. It comes in closer to around the $70 mark when I bought it. But for that extra 2 gigs of RAM, that twice the storage, and just how fast the remote actually works, and that it has Bluetooth, so a little bit more upgradability, I think this is a really good buy. So the Pyramid A5X, I love it. It's my new favorite. Alright guys, later.